Hey, what's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Hidiz ST2 Pro. This is a USB-C IEM, and it has a dynamic driver. Comes with this cable. This is pretty cool. So you can plug this into your MacBook, iPhone, basically any USB-C device. It also comes with this adapter. So yeah, without further ado, I did give these a listen for like about 2 hours. I tried a bunch of different genres. And now I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. And I will leave the link in the description. They did send this to me to review. So before I get started with the bass, mids, and treble, one thing with this IEM I noticed was it didn't have the best volume scaling, meaning I couldn't get the perfect range I wanted. Usually with solid products, you could have and obviously this costs a lot of money to do, but usually when you set a range for your volume, it should stay constant throughout every time you're listening to different songs, assuming the songs are recorded properly. But maybe because it's USB-C, I'm not too sure. I did have to adjust the volume, more fine-tune. And maybe this is made for like devices that don't have the best DAC RAM, maybe. Because my MacBook was feeding it, I would say, more power than I thought it would have fed it. But yeah, that is one thing I did notice. So I'm not sure how it would sound different on an Android compared to an Apple, or how that volume scaling works. But yeah, so the bass, I would say the bass, there's nothing lackluster about the bass really. It comes across nice, it's punchy, it goes pretty low, and there's nice tactility with the way the bass sounds. One thing I did want to mention is I think if they added maybe a different driver to complement the dynamic driver, it would have really helped separate the notes out better, and it would just sound a little clearer. But maybe they had their reasons to keep this 1DD, or it was their entry point lineup, which makes sense. But the bass comes across really clean. But now when we get into the mid-range, so the vocals, because I feel like it's only a 1DD set, this is probably it. I don't think it has to do specifically with the tuning necessarily. But the mids, I wish they were a little more upfront, a little more forward, a little more clarity. Because at times it could sound a little V-shaped at times, where I'm getting a good amount of bass and a good amount of treble, but when I'm listening to vocals, female or male, it's slightly pushed back on these compared to a more neutral type of tuning or set. So yeah, I do wish the vocals were a little more forward, a little bit more pronounced. Maybe that would help with the texture too, with the breathiness and the voices, and just the nuance in general. And then now onto the treble. So I do think the treble... So I feel like the treble for instruments, it could sound a little glary, but then when you listen to vocals, I felt like it's missing a little bit of air and breathiness in the vocals, like when a singer is really projecting and singing, or if you're listening to a singer that has a lot of air. With these, the treble didn't seem like really refined or had that sense of airiness. But again, this could all be due to the fact that this is only a single dynamic driver set. I'm used to balanced armatures, ESTs, and those types of audio devices, because I feel like even like the Sennheiser IE600, I felt like that IEM was good, but there's so many IEMs that just outperform it easily. So yeah, with that being said, this isn't a bad device. It is a unique device. This is the first USB-C device I reviewed. So if I had to rate it out of 10, I think I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. And the way that they could improve this is just maybe add another balanced armature driver in there, smoothen out the treble, refine it a little, bring that vocal clarity a little more forward, clearer. And then the bass is pretty good, not many complaints. So those are the things I feel like they could do to improve. But yeah, I mean, soundstage and imaging, it's not going to be intense for this type of set. Just sounds middle of the road, decent. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick review. I will link this down below in the description if you guys want to check it out. I believe this isn't released, but I just gave my honest input on it with how they could improve and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Take care and have a good one.